right now, this day and age, it's not what you know anymore. It's who you know. Back then, it was what you know. You know what I'm saying? And who ended up hearing you at the right time. But now, I think the game been bust wide open. Like it's so much more easier today to get on than it was back then because of social media and everything. So it's like scouts is just they looking online. They got that. They never had that opportunity back in the day.
It's Richie Rich, the truest nigga to ever fucking touch a microphone, man. And we're bringing real niggas back in style with this one, ladies and gentlemen. We got a fucking uptown legend in the fucking building for real, man. This shit, man. I was telling you earlier, like, fucking, I've been tuned into your music since fucking high school, bro. Like, literally walking through the hallways, bumping your shit. Everybody repeating the lyrics and all that, Brody. Like, shit was really a movie for me, man. So it's like, it's crazy for me to actually be face to face and all these years later, you know what I mean? Be able to get an interview and really tune in with you, man. So when you tell these people your name, let them know where you come from and what shit is around here, man.
I mean, what's up, y'all? Just in case y'all didn't know me, I'm talking to Pebz. Uptown, Gun Hill, East Chester Gardens. Y'all know the stomping ground. Y'all know what it is for real from there. Like I'm saying, once y'all know that much, y'all know the rest.
Facts, that ECG shit rings strong. I'm not gonna hold you. You know what I mean? Uptown shit, you know what I mean? But some niggas don't know, you know. Niggas don't know, but that's okay. You know what I mean?
They gonna find out soon enough, right?
So what was it like growing up for you around here? I know what it was like for me, but what was it like for you growing up around here?
I mean, honestly, bro, like it was pretty typical. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to like being involved, like you know, like you see a lot of stuff uptown, like when it comes to violence, when it comes to trapping, when it comes to users and you know what I'm saying? So it's like a typical hood scenario, you know what I'm saying? Like it's really just about what you make out of it, what you take from it as you go through it, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was the same mode, like I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, like running the streets, trying to keep some money in your pockets, trying to stay fly, trying to support any habits we might have, like, you know, it was like to grow up smoking weed and all that stuff. So
bro, that's a fact.
And then one thing about uptown niggas love to get fly. So like, yeah, that was one thing. So we always had to find a way to get some money in our pocket, you know?
That's a fact though. Like I feel like it's different everywhere in New York, but uptown specifically, like if you're not fly, niggas will tell you about it for real. You know what I mean? Niggas, it don't matter where you at. Even if you walk into the gas station.
Man, them done it you if you not fly down.
Niggas is done you everywhere. Niggas you don't know. You just walking around. Niggas you don't know cutting your ass like. So
right, which is right. That's how that goes. That's definitely how that.
But you know, you still gotta keep your head on a swivel though, cause you know niggas is grimy up here too. So you got two fly, and you not known around, and you're not good where you at. You might fuck around and get robbed, but you know, that's really how I feel like that's that uptown vibe for real. You described it correctly, just that, just typical shit. But a lot of niggas, I noticed, especially for me when I went away to school, because I went to school in Tennessee. I say that all the time, but went to school in Tennessee, and it was like completely different from how it was for me growing up. You know what I mean? Where niggas is, just moving certain ways or whatever the case may be. But down there, nobody's fly. So it's like, or very rarely you see a fly nigga, you know what I
mean? That's funny because I went to school in Alabama, so it's like,
it
wasn't too far. I went to college in Alabama for a little while, you know what I'm saying? But I know what you mean, like everything is just a little slower down there when it comes to the fashion. So it's like, so when you coming from uptown and you go down there, it's like, you look outrageous. You look like a freaking superstar.
Yeah, facts. Like, niggas is thinking you look like fucking Cameron.
That's just regular vibes. Regular vibes. You looking like a superstar.
Facts. I know what's it called. I was about to say. I remember there's this video. You probably don't even remember this shit, bro, because we went to the same high school. But niggas was playing a video, like a throwback video from when you was in high school years ago, bro. I forgot whose class I was in. And niggas was playing the video. They're like, "Oh, is that Pebz?" fucking Pebz with the Heelys on though, like you
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I had a lot of fun at high school,
Alright.
you heard? I was, man, class clown, like, I kept everybody laughing, bro. That's my vibe, like, good dudes for me. I got good energy, and I keep the smiles coming, you know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like, but don't get it twisted, you know what I'm saying? There's a dark side to it, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, when everything is good, everything is good, you feel me?
Well, we getting, we got to talk a little bit about all that today. So, I just kind of wanted to get into the backstory real quick. So, what was your home situation like as you was growing up?
I lived with my mother for the majority. You know what I'm saying? Like, when my father was around, when he came around, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go spend some time over there. But I lived with my mother for the majority. She did what she could. You know what I'm saying? But you
Niggas is
know,
hungry, but at the
always,
end of the day,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is though. But I still, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate my mother. I love my mother. I'm actually at my mother's house right now. I had to do my supervised release here. 'Cause, I've been home for like 2 weeks, so it's my supervised release address right now. I'll probably be out in the next couple of months, but for the time being, I'm back with Mama
mm-hmm.
Love. You know what I'm saying? Mama Love ain't never going to switch
Bro,
sides.
there
You feel
ain't
me?
nothing like it, my nigga. Like, honestly, bro, my mom's just helped me. I remember one time, I probably shouldn't even be talking about this on live, but since we sharing and shit, I remember the first time I had got locked up or whatever. It was some small shit, and my pops ain't come to pick me up. You know what I mean? It was my mom's outside.
Right.
Like when they gave niggas that, I was only there
Right.
for like a weekend or some shit. Niggas gave me the brown bag and shit. I'm fucking walking out of there. I see Mom Dukes. Then that's when I realized, like, okay, you know, a mother's love is different. Cause I came home, my pops, because I lived with both of my parents, and my pops was home, just like, yo, leave him in there. You know what I mean? Like that was his
Right.
vibe. But a mom is different.
Yeah, but you know what it is though. It's like it's different when it comes from different ends. Like a mother's love is always gonna be different. Like a father might love you to death, but sometimes they try to teach you like tough love and
Facts.
stuff. Because especially if you getting involved with the things you're getting involved with, sometimes they'll rather you learn it yourself than having to get spoon fed. You know what I'm
No
saying?
kizzy, no kizzy. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. So, you know, but you grew up with your mom mainly, but your pops was around, kind of, typical shit, basically.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in and out for you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying, for when
Yeah,
he
yeah,
could. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying. So I don't hold no grudges. You know what I'm saying. It is what it is. Rest in peace to the guy. But you know what I'm saying. It is
Facts,
what it
facts,
is, bro.
facts,
It was what it
facts.
was.
So when did you start getting into the music side of things? Like, I know at one point, well, I'm assuming, like, you started out, getting money, doing your thing, getting fly, whatever the case may be, and then the music came later, or did the music come before, like, the street shit?
Honestly, let me see. I started doing music. I always been into music. Honestly, like I remember in junior high school being involved with music. Like I might get a project for a class, and somehow I try to involve music in it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just like it's always on my mind. I'm surrounded by it. I was surrounded. I ain't gonna lie. I grew up around a lot of talent as well. Like, but like seriously, when I started taking music seriously, I'd say I started making beats in about
Yeah, I seen that.
2007.
I seen you was
Then
tuned in with Slimmy shit.
yeah,
What was the name of that? Damn, I was just listening to one of those songs 2 seconds ago, bro.
which one? I'm
It
gunning.
would Nah, I don't think it was Gun. I'm gonna tell you right now because I got it written down. You started getting into music, and then I was about to ask you when you started getting.
Or
It
ride
was
out.
Right Out, bro. That
Right.
shit was
Yeah, that's a
fire,
big joint. Yeah,
fire.
good looking. But yeah, I started making beats in 2007. I started taking that like really seriously a few years later. Like I've been kind of playing with the rap stuff, but I never really got serious with the rap till maybe 2000 2011, 2012 maybe. But still, like, I was more focused on being a producer than a rapper, you know what I mean? So I was really like playing behind the scenes more. So that's why a lot of people, it's like how it might sound strange that a lot of people don't know me, but a lot of people won't know me because I'm not a
You're
front
the front
like I'm
nigga.
front line when it comes to other stuff, but when it comes to like just being seen all the time, I rather play the back. So out of all the videos, music videos that me and the guys done shot, um, you might see me in maybe two of them total. But you know what I'm saying, like I was more bent on promoting the guys than actually putting my own stuff out because I got joints. I still got joints out that I never put out from before the bid and all that. You know what I
But you
mean? Like,
do got one music video though that for me was fucking classic, iconic music video, Uptown, bro. The real music video, my
yeah.
nigga. I'm a real nigga, not a toy boy, cause he ain't playing around with the
Yeah.
toys, boy. Nah, that's
Hey, and that was, I ain't gonna lie, and that was probably like, I would never shoot nothing like that ever again. Like when it comes to quality, you know what I'm saying? Like it was my boy that did it, but it's not really that wasn't really what
yeah,
he did. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And we did that shit real quick, quick little camera joint. We was around board, just doing something. You know
But
what
the
I'm saying? Like,
energy though,
and that was
my
something.
nigga. But the
Hard to
energy
tell.
though, the energy on that shit.
Yeah, that's what it be. Like I didn't even we didn't even record that like professionally. Like that was when because I taught myself everything when it come to producing, when it come to engineering, mixing and mastering. I taught myself all that stuff. So all that stuff back then was really raw when it comes to like the production of it, like the technical part of it. But it came out, people liked it, everybody liked it. So I was just like, you know what, it is
Bro.
what it is. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying? But I just had to get better, you know what I mean? And right now it's like it's a different story now. You know what I mean?
I can't wait to see when you come out with some new shit. I'm tuned in for that for sure.
Oh
But
man, this is
But
coming.
bro, there was there's some parts in there, you seen two niggas squaring up. I know one of those niggas too. That shit was, you see that?
Yeah.
I think you know who I know.
I
You
know, yeah, I
know
know
what
who
I
you
mean?
I know. We ain't
Facts,
gonna, we ain't
yeah,
gonna
we ain't
call no
gonna call
names, but
no
I know
names
who you
here,
talking
but
about.
that shit it was just everything together with that music video kind of gave you an idea of how how that shit kind of played out. You know what I mean? How like Uptown, like it gave you a real idea of
Right.
like how Uptown niggas really that's how it was back then. You know what I mean? It's a little different now. I
What's
feel
up?
like versus how it was at that point in time, like early 2000 and shit like that. Come up season
Mm-hmm.
was heavy. Know what I
Yeah.
mean? Winter time, niggas was really trying to rob you all day long. Niggas was there was real
Mm-hmm.
sharks in the water.
Yeah, don't spend no money on no biggie or no pound or pound.
You might as
It's
well.
quiet.
Might as well not even spend your money on that shit, man. It doesn't matter if you're the biggest
Right.
nigga on the block. The right niggas see you. It's quick.
Right.
It's quick.
You might have to come by that.
But
What's
that was
up?
just how it was at that time. But you have an iconic line in there where you kind of got into that Jamaican shit saying, I got an AK-47. And then you started getting into the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, can we expect a little bit of
Yeah,
that?
you know, like one thing about me when it comes to like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to like the music, I like to, I'm saying like I rap, but I'm Jamaican. Everybody know that, so I always try to solo vibes in there whenever I get the chance to. You know
Bro,
what I
that
mean?
shit, I think
So
that's what the
I
game's missing.
I enjoy doing that part too. A lot of people laugh when they hear that part because it's like I just threw it in there real random, so ain't nobody expecting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
But bro, that mix though, that mix between, cause I'm Jamaican too, so like that mix between like that American kind of sound, you throwing that Jamaican shit, especially niggas don't even really know how to react to it. Kind of is like a completely different flavor. I feel like no one has really even mastered that for real. Like not many niggas can really do
right,
it in like a way, especially how you did it, especially in that song. Not many niggas can really hit it like that. So that's much like we can expect. What kind of things can we expect from the music going forward? Wise, like what kind of thing you have anything new planned? I'm sure you heard the new sound with like the Pop Smokes, the fucking that whole
right.
new wave.
You know what's crazy though? Like being so heavily influenced by music and being so deep into the music scene, like I know more than the average listener, you know what I'm saying? So all this new pop smoke stuff, this stuff is old. This is stuff like that style of music, like not even just to say that I was doing it back then, because I was, but I was listening to that's like before the drill era really started. Over like London and England, they got a style of music called grime. And the beats are they have two main style of beats. Like they got like a more up tempo kind of beat, and then they got beats like that, what we call drill beats over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've been listening to that style of music since, I'm talking about since like 2000, 2008, 2000, 2009. You know what I'm saying? Like, listening to people um, like like Giggs and Devlin, Dot Rotten, Wiley. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been listening to the Skepta and Stormzy style from a long time. These people you might not know, or
I
most
know
people might not
Stormzy and
know as
Skepta.
just American listeners. You know what I'm saying? But those dudes was pretty big, like in the beginning of that, like that crossover when people from elsewhere started listening to grime music or drill music, as you like to call it. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm jumping right in that wave too. I ain't gonna lie to you, because you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I've been doing it. I've been hip to it for a little minute, so I think it'll be a little fun. It'll be something fun to try.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely feel like that's the wave that niggas need to hit up right now. I mean, honestly, bro, you got the voice for it. You know what I mean? You got the voice for it, and I don't
Right.
feel like everybody right now is focused on Brooklyn. I feel like, know what I mean? Like we have like some artists from the Bronx, like Lil TJ. I don't even really know him or know much about him or whatever the case may be. But he's more like the melodic side of rap. And we got A Boogie. I know a little bit more about him, that hybrid shit. Like he kind of is still more that melodic side. And then we got Don Q, who's more just rapidy rap. I don't feel like niggas really have anybody trying to tune into that scene for real. Like there might be a few niggas, but I don't know. Like I feel like niggas could really take that to another level for real. Like so, I'm excited to see what comes out of that when you get into the suit. Like yeah.
Hey, look, man, look. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna get nobody an exact date, but I will say that y'all can look forward to new music coming out real soon. Within the next month and a half, is gonna be a lot of my workouts. So y'all gonna check it out. And that's one thing I pride myself into. Like, I know what's lit right now, but I don't just conform to what's going on right now, because I'm my own artist. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to be lit based on what's lit. You know what I'm saying? I make what's lit. You know what I mean? Like, so I like to take that real rap, New York rap style, like how Don Q be spitting, like Davies be spitting. You know what I'm saying? Like about gotta mess with the ghosts like Jada, Styles P and them, Jig and them. But I'm really into the melodic stuff as well, because like I said, I've been surrounded by music and talent for the majority of my life. So I really like, when it comes to tones, like I know all the tones. Like I wouldn't consider myself a singer, but I like to, you know what I'm saying, present myself where, you know what I mean? So I keep a balance to everything, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm an artist. I'm not just a rapper. I'm an artist. I'm a musician, you know what I'm saying? So it's different token. But it's going to be y'all going to hear it real soon. There's going to be some work coming out real soon. Don't worry about it.
I'm fucking excited for that shit, man. I feel like the energy been a little dead up here right now, man. I feel like we need something to kind of bring it back, you know what I mean?
I'm taking the Bronx back. I'm going to put it on my back, you heard?
Facts.
Put it on my back.
But a situation happened a few years ago, though, that kind of, set back. Because I know you was on the come up, you know what I mean? You was doing your thing. Everybody was kind of, bubbling. Slimmy, everybody was kind of bubbling. And then, a situation happened where you had to sit down for a little bit. So what was the situation with that?
Well, like I said, as you know, I've been part of one of the Bronx's most heavy indictments in New York history. You know what I'm saying? 120-man indictment. It was crazy. I was happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a little unexpected, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, going to jail not supposed to be something that you know what I'm saying, you planning for. You might expect it being in the field, like, you know what I'm saying, but it's not something that you gonna know, like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm gonna go today, I'm gonna go tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So whenever it happens, it's always gonna be a surprise. But I always looked at it as a minor setback for a major comeback, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, mind you, I got locked up on Wednesday. That Friday, we had a show in Connecticut with DJ Self. Nick Buck was performing. I was supposed to perform. A couple of the guys were supposed to perform. They went through with it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Self went through with it anyway, and we ended up, we got our little shout outs on the radio. We got our little shout outs and stuff. But even that same Friday though, earlier on in the day before the show, I was supposed to go to I was actually supposed to go to orientation for music school. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was self-taught. So I actually felt like it was time to take it to the next level. But you know what I'm saying? So it set me back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I just had a kid that, 2 years before, so my son was a year and a half when I got locked up. So that's really what killed me the most. But everything else after that's like, you know what I'm saying? I've been in the field, so I expect
certain
what to
shit.
expect when I'm in there. I just do my thing. I ain't gonna lie, I was working out. I got my weight up, got my mind right. So I call the bid. I spell the bid out. You heard BID. That's a blessing in disguise. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? I figured it out. Got my, I ain't gonna lie. I could honestly say I found my sound in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm writing every day, writing every night. I'm staying up late, waking up late, cause I'm focused on one thing and one thing only. You heard? Getting back into my craft, doing what I gotta do.
Bro,
You know
but
what
that
I'm saying?
hunger is gonna
I ain't
pay
let
off though. That's the only way to do it, especially out here in New York. Cause New York is a little different from other places like Atlanta and shit. You gotta really be
right.
You gotta really be a certain type of nigga to break out in New York. Know what I mean? Cause niggas isn't gonna really push you up just cause you a New York nigga. You gotta earn that shit when you from over here. Know what I mean?
Nah, real talk. It's where, like I'm saying, like I look at it too, like this where it started, and a lot of dudes thought it would have been easier to come out of New York, but you know what I'm saying, like New York is like big on the quality of the music. You know what I'm
And
saying?
the
So
quality of the nigga
not
too
to say
though.
that down
The
south
quality of the
ain't,
nigga too though. You can't be a certain type of nigga and make it out of it. Well, you can be.
which
Yeah,
is
you
right,
know, exactly. You know what I
right.
mean? Like, if you really want respect, like, you gotta be a certain type of nigga to make it out of New York, bro. For real.
Which is absolutely right. Which is absolutely, and it's not even like sometimes like I look at it, people think it's all about what you know, and sometimes it's not. Like right now, this day and age, it's not what you know anymore. It's who you know. Back then, it was what you know. You know what I'm saying? And who ended up hearing you at the right time. But now, I think the game been bust wide open. Like it's so much more easier today to get on than it was back then because of social media and everything. So it's like scouts is just they're looking online. They got that. They never had that opportunity back in the day. They had to literally go to shows, go to showcases where artists really trying to step their game up, just now getting involved in things, and they gotta move around. They doing things on foot. They going, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody might recommend them come check somebody out back then, but now it's like all you gotta do is get on the computer, type a name in, type in maybe unsigned artist or something, and
It's
it's
easy.
easy because everybody
Facts,
do
facts.
music.
But at the same time, though, even though there's a lot more people doing it too, so you having the ability to still have that mindset of, all right, let me hit the field, let me go put boots to the ground, and still at the same time be on that social media shit at the same time. Because as soon as you came home, you had a freestyle waiting for niggas. You know what I mean? As soon as you came home,
Right,
that
which is
shit is
right.
like.
I got more than that waiting for niggas. You heard, but that's how I'm saying. Like I understand the game. You know what I'm saying? So if I feel like if I'm gonna be an artist, especially I'm still up and coming, even though I might be known uptown, but uptown is pretty small as you may know. Like you know what I'm saying? But I'm ready to take it beyond uptown when it comes to artistry. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's usually how it starts. You gotta start at
Exactly.
home first. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Gotta start at home. So I'm gonna give y'all shit. One, I know y'all want to hear something fresh out in this way, and I'm gonna give y'all something to listen to. I'm actually about to put something up
Oh yeah.
tonight. I'm gonna put something up maybe like 5 tonight. Um, that's something I could look
Copy.
out for.
Copy. But I don't know if you could talk about this, but what were you charged with at that time, like when you know was going through that whole situation? I don't know if you could talk about it if you can.
Simple possession, but I was on the RICO.
Oh shit. Damn, son. That's how the
Yeah.
feds be getting niggas, man. That's really what it is. That's
Yeah.
really what it is. Cause it's not even some shit that you were specifically doing. They just be hitting
Right.
everybody.
Conspiracy charges. It's all conspiracy. They think they know what's going on. If they don't know what's going on, they're gonna act like they know what's going on. They got their confidential
I was just
informants
about
and
to ask
witnesses,
about that.
and rats and all that stuff that they got on payroll. You know what I'm saying? So anybody will tell you, anybody that ever been through the system, the federal system will tell you, the majority of cases that the feds win because they pride themselves on a 99% conviction rate. But the majority of the cases that they get is based on somebody doing this. You know what I'm saying? They don't do no work. You know what I'm saying? So I don't respect no authority at all, honestly. But I give it to the state police that really actually sit there and do their work. Like they got their rats too, but they actually really
Fine,
trying
put
to
pieces. Yeah,
focus
yeah,
on and really see what's
yeah, yeah.
going on. As they don't do no work, they depend on this. They depend on this, and if there is nobody not doing this already, they bring this up, and then this starts
I was
immediately.
just talking to
You know what I'm
somebody
saying?
about that ranting shit the other day and how fucked up the game is nowadays. Especially, I'm sure you heard about that whole Tekashi 6ix9ine shit when you was in there, right?
Yeah, of course,
Fucking
yeah. And the world's so messed up. World's so messed up. Like I said, I can't wrong the world for being like more civilian than street. You know what I'm saying? But they got this. They giving him a documentary on his life and all that. Like, come on, like they
porn
promoting
shit,
that stuff.
nigga.
Like, you
Thumbs
know,
down.
right? Like, it's on a dub. You heard? Like, I ain't even. I'm cool
Bro,
on
that
him.
shit. I just think it's crazy because I was just thinking about that shit the other day. How nowadays I feel like ratting ain't even what a you like. You don't even get as much of a stigma. Like niggas be ratting and staying in the same neighborhoods where they was at ratting on niggas. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, back in the day, that was quiet. That's where the saying comes from. Snitches get stitches. Back in the day, shit, word get
Snitches
out.
got hoes.
Shit, you gotta find somewhere to go because
Nigga look
you know
like
what I'm saying.
SpongeBob right now, man.
Right, but you know what I'm saying. But I just try. I'm trying to
Yeah,
stay out the
yeah,
way. So I'm
yeah,
gonna leave people alone. I learned to leave
yeah,
people alone.
yeah.
People gonna be who they is. You
Hey
just gotta
man,
let
we
them.
gotta keep you out here, man,
Yeah,
for real, because you know the talent is real. The talent is real with you. You know what I mean? Not saying that it's not real with other niggas, but like you know, certain people, you know, it's just a little like you know they got that star factor. You know they got that quality about them that kind of you know pushes them above like the average nigga. You know what I mean? I think that I got that too. I always grew up a little different from everybody else. You know what I mean? Like how I always thought was a little bit you know, don't get me wrong, I did my little shit here and there, but at the end of the day, how I was thinking was a little bit deeper than how the average nigga was thinking in terms of like, you know, just trying to be on some hush shit or just trying to do that, just trying to do this. And I feel like you have that same mentality of I'm not just trying to you already said it, I'm not even just trying to be uptown. I'm pretty sure you want to be the world eventually. It's not just a New York thing
absolutely,
either. Know what I
absolutely.
mean?
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
facts.
That's a big
But what
fact.
surprised you the most when you went to the feds though? Like what when you first got because that was your first bid, like your first long bid. So
Yeah.
what surprised you the
What
most?
surprised me, I ain't gonna lie. Like I taught myself a long time ago not to be surprised by shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like so, I can't even put a finger on something in particular that surprised me because I feel like I was just so prepared for
Anything.
like whatever. Like once I seen or once matter of fact, like once I got knowledge of the caliber of niggas that be telling and stuff like that, it'd be the toughest. I'm talking about what up, like you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, it'd be the toughest acting dudes that go back door. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it's like once I was aware of that, nothing surprised me anymore because I thought certain niggas, like certain caliber niggas or niggas that present themselves as a certain caliber nigga is you know that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
Nah.
can't judge a book by its cover. No matter how good the book look, you know what I'm saying? Because God could be garbage underneath. You know what I'm saying? It could be a fire cover but garbage in it. You know what I mean? So it's like it is what it is. I wasn't really surprised by much. I seen a lot though. Don't get me wrong. I seen a whole lot, but I wasn't really surprised by
Facts.
much,
Real
honestly.
niggas it comes in all shapes and sizes. I personally don't believe you can look at a nigga or base a nigga and tell if he's real. You gotta show me through action. Know what I mean, I learned that a long time ago too. Like everybody can talk a
Mm-hmm.
tough game. Everybody can say this, say that. But when you know, as you were saying, when you in the room with the feds and they telling you, you know, we about to give you 20, but if you give up your mans, we'll throw some cheese your way and give you some probation or some shit. Now I mean, that's when the real stand up. Now I mean, that's when it, in my
That's a
opinion,
fact.
you really know who's a real nigga from who's a fake nigga. Cause you could be out here in the streets and do anything you want, but the consequences, can you handle the consequences, is what separates the real niggas from, in my opinion, from the
Right.
fakes.
And and what's even more messed up about it, right, is the fact that the way the system's set up is that they still letting motherfuckers do what they want to do.
Once they get out, right?
come work. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as you working, we don't care what you doing. Bro, they got feds, bro. They giving people work to sell to people to lock niggas up, bro.
What?
Like, like they give him some work to sell to him so they can lock him up. He good though, and then he gonna get him next, and then he gonna get him next. He gonna tell too. He gonna be like, yo, nah, I got it from him. But if since y'all already working with him, I give y'all him and him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just a never-ending cycle the way the system got it set up for them to do this, and it's outrageous. But I mean, it is what it is. Like when you in the field, you gotta just understand like there's two type of niggas, and like there's stand-up niggas, and then there's niggas that's not gonna stand up. You know what I'm saying?
You heard about
that? And you're never gonna know.
You ever heard about the drug dealer Rick Ross, like not the rapper, but the actual drug dealer Freeway Rick Ross? You had bro. He has this Vlad TV interview where he was talking about basically he wished he never got into the drug game, and what he learned when he got out of it was the fact that snitching is a part of the game. Kind of like niggas just do it, just like obviously they're stand-up niggas. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of stand-up niggas, but what he said was there, for the most part, if you get involved, specifically he was talking about the cocaine game or whatever the case may be, it's just a part of the game, niggas snitching. Do you feel like, number one, is that a part of the game? Or do you feel like the game is just fucked up?
It's been that though, like, so it's not new, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing new under the sun. Like anything that's going on right now, it's been going on at one point in time, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when it comes to that snitching stuff, I agree with him to a certain extent when he says snitching is part of the game. Not saying that it needs to be a part of your game.
Of course not. Yeah.
But when you're involved in anything that may not be the right thing, the legal thing to be involved in, you gotta expect there to be somebody out just hating. Dude might not even know you. It was a dude on my case. He from uptown. I don't know if he's from uptown or if he moved uptown or whatever the case is, but he was residing uptown. A situation had happened, apparently, that he wasn't there for. And I'm getting my discovery. I'm getting a CD to check my discovery when I'm in the beginning of my case, in the beginning of fighting my case. And I see this a signature on a joint. I'm like, I don't even know who this is. Nobody don't know who it is. You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't know who it is. So we looking and we ended up seeing a picture of a dude that was actually with us. They ended up getting him out of the unit from us. But I say that to say this, like, boy don't know none of us. But he claimed he seen people that were not even there, you know what I'm saying, at the scene of the gun. So people will lie. So it's not even just telling no more. So it's telling, it's lying. It's basically just whatever I got to do to save my ass, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? But that definitely comes with the game, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be people like that in the game. Like, there's going to be haters that don't want to see, oh, you lit. Nah, he lit. I've been trying to be lit for a minute. Or he up. I've been trying to be up for a minute. I can't even get to him. For personally, I bet. Say no more. I got something for him.
Man.
They go do this. And you sitting down, you know what I'm saying? But
they need to put some rat traps out here, man. Fuck rats.
That's how it goes, though. I'm saying you gotta duck and dive. You just gotta stay out the way, yo.
But you know, at the end of the day, I just want to say this real quick. Fuck all rats. Know what I mean? Like fuck all that shit. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
Yeah, snakes too. Snakes, rats, right. all that bottom feeder shit. Know what I mean? We don't stand for that on this podcast, and you know, we don't stand for that. You know, certain type of niggas don't stand for that. So I just want to, you know, put that out there and make sure the energy is clear about how niggas feel about certain type of shit. But right. What is a crazy story or something that you seen in when you was locked up? Like, what's one of the craziest things you seen when you was in there? Like, I know niggas be getting shanked, niggas be, you know, all types of crazy shit be going on. Like, what's the craziest thing you personally seen?
Damn, I ain't gonna lie, like, I really ain't called anything I seen and it crazy. I just You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I done seen worse in the street. You know what I'm saying? So just being in there, I seen dudes get shanked. Um, I seen dudes get jumped. Um, we actually, I ain't gonna lie, I was messing with a couple Jamaicans in there, and we had to beat a Jamaican nigga ass because he violated. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of in-house stuff going
Politics.
on. It's just all about politics in there. Everything is politics. So I ain't even gonna say nothing like anything was crazy, but that type of stuff happened. Like 'cause we see like I ain't gonna being from uptown or being from the Bronx, being in the field. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
see a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? You see a whole lot. So when you go in there, it's like there's not much more I could really see that's going,
Surprise
you know what I'm
you.
saying, like affect me the way it would as if it was my first time, you know what I mean?
So like, was it separated by race line there? Because I know the Feds is a little different. The Feds is more race and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on where you go, like the way it's set up, like, most spots do, like, you got the choice of choosing, like, your city, like, you might be on New York time, you might be on Philly time, you might be on DC time, you know what I'm saying? Like you might be on Muslim time, you might be on Rastafarian time. But then again, you might just be like, all right, it don't matter where I'm from in the States. I'm Dominican. I might be on
Yeah.
Dominican time now, or I'm on Jamaican time. So, but that doesn't define who you can hang with or nothing in there. It's just like when shit go down, you know who's supposed to be going with you, and if they don't, then they gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really stuff like that. And then I was actually just now at an immigration jail. I was born actually in Jamaica, so they were trying to get rid of me, but they can't. You know what I'm saying? They got had to let it roll, nigga touch the streets.
Facts.
But where I was just at, there was 70% Mexican, maybe
Whoa.
10% Dominican,
What?
uh, 10% European, and 10% Black. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And you know what I'm saying? So it's like when you go to a jail like that, it's like you ain't got no choice but to just, you know what I'm saying, make it a race thing because it's 70% Mexican. They all ride with each other. You know what I'm saying? So all the black people gonna come together, whether you African, whether you Haitian, whether you from New York, whether you from Florida. You know what I'm saying? It
Just
just,
got.
you know what I'm saying? Like it just like it all depends on which spot you end up in. You know what I'm saying? And that actually spot that I was just at, it's actually a private facility, so it wasn't even a part of the Federal Bureau of Prisons. But I was in the Federal Bureau of Prisons prior to that, and it's set up differently. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on where you go.
Okay, copy. Now I seen when you first went in, you was kind of, you was slim like me. I'm a slim nigga. I be working out and shit, but there's something different.
Skinny niggas from the street.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But like when you like, I know when you first had come home or whatever the case may be, one of the first thing I realized is that this nigga's he's a big nigga now. Like that nigga put on some pounds. Like it's easy to
Yeah,
just like kill time working out in there and shit.
yeah, that actually did. That's actually what got me through my bid for the most part. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I go hard. You know what I'm saying? So actually, I'm about to get certified, and I'll probably do a
That's
couple
what I was about to
classes and
ask.
stuff.
If you, I was
Um,
about to say you should probably do
but
some shit like that, cause you know what I mean. Like you could really
yeah,
show niggas it's
nah,
different.
that's all in the works already. You heard? That's all in the works. I'm not playing no games. You know what I'm saying? Like I came in like this. You know what I'm saying? I went in like this, and I came out flexing. You heard?
They got
Yeah,
his
you know what
weight
I'm
up.
saying? But that's just regular. Like now, that's actually just like a regular thing for me now. Like I gotta work out. You know what I'm saying? Like and I've been home. Like I took my little week off, my first week home, like just running
Of
around. You know what
course.
I'm saying? But I got back. I got right back into it at the beginning of the second
What
week.
was
You
the
know what I'm saying?
diet like in there? Cause I know for me, like I was working out for like 2 years straight, like. But I'm a slim nigga, so my metabolism is fast. So I'm gonna have to hear from you. Like we can even talk after this about like dieting and shit like that. But
Mm-hmm.
what was your diet like in there? Like how was you able to put on the pounds? Cause I know they kind of like watch your meals and shit like that. So how was you able to do it?
It's actually not even that hard. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might just have to be well off for real, because they feed you. They give you 3 square meals a day. You know what I'm saying? But like, see me, I don't even eat. Like before I got locked up, I wasn't even eating red meat. You heard? So I wasn't eating no beef. I been wasn't eating no pork. Ben wasn't eating no like shellfish and stuff like that. So when I went in, I was only eating chicken, turkey, and fish.
Word.
So that was the majority. That was the majority of my diet. But as I got more along into it, I actually cut out the chicken. First, I cut out the chicken. I knew it was gonna be hard, so I cut out the chicken first. You know, black people love chicken. But
Especially Jamaican niggas with
after I
that
cut out
jerk
the
chicken,
chicken,
stewed chicken and shit like that. Nah, it
right?
hit
You know what I'm
different.
saying? And that's crazy. It's funny how it happened because I actually I made the Rastafarian meal for the
Oh
compound.
shit.
So I cooked the meal for the guys on the compound. You know, usually Rastafarians they might be vegetarian for the most part, but we didn't have
Yeah.
we had maybe one or two vegetarian Rastas on the compound. But for the people who was actually Rastafarian in the central, I made the meal for them. But me and a couple other guys made the meal for them. Stewed chicken, fried chicken, rice and peas, dumplings, steamed
Damn.
cabbage, the whole works, you heard? But
Niggas is yamming.
but like yeah, but like I said, after I eat this piece of stewed chicken, it's gonna be the last piece of chicken I eat. And I just cut it out. So that was Selassie's birthday 2019 was the last time I ate chicken. I stopped eating turkey. I stopped eating turkey June of 2020. I just stopped eating turkey for him, but so right now all I eat is fish. I'm pescatarian if you know what I'm saying. I want to give it the title, but in there like you know what I'm saying like, but I tried to balance when I was eating chicken. I'm eating a lot. Like I eat a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Like I realized how much I could eat being taken out of my environment and being forced to, you know what I'm saying, not run around as much. You know, you know what I'm saying? I'm burning my herbs. I'm running around. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm never still. You know what I'm saying? I'm eating, but
It's like on the go.
I'm
It's like
burning it off.
Kennedy 3 a.m. type shit.
Like you feel fast metabolism and stuff. So you know how to
Facts.
already. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, on top of me having a fast metabolism, I'm doing my little running around and other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it was pretty easy actually in there because you're not doing none of that. You're not smoking the way you smoking out here. You're not drinking the way you drinking out here. You're not moving around the way you moving around out here because everything's a little limited. But
It was just
like
easier. Like
you
you
know
can't just
like
hit Kennedy's up at 3 a.m. type shit.
right, you know what I'm saying? Like you might have food in your locker, you know what I'm saying? So you can still eat when you want, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but as far as the running around, you're pretty limited on the running around because I'm saying when you're in the streets, you could go from here to West Bubblefuck. You know what I'm saying? When you get the spot, you can go from one end of the jail to the next, and that's it. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
I mean, you choose your activity level like throughout the day and stuff because you know we got recs. We outside. We might be in the weight pile. We might be on the track. We might be on the pull up bar, or we might just be you know what I'm saying, just walking and talking. But like you get to choose your level of activity in there. You know what I mean? So it's like it's not just like you sit here and do this and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like you run around, you do what you do. You eat when you want to. Depending on where you at, you eat. Sometimes you might only have 190-degree water to work with. You know what I'm saying? Or then you might be at a spot that got a microwave. So you know what I'm saying you just gotta. It's all about finding yourself and how you gonna do things in there. You know what I mean?
So another thing that kind of like was fire to me at least when I first had seen you come out too was that your dreads was all the way down here. Like I got dreads too, of course. Like I don't even like to call them dreads, but my lock, you got your locks all the way down here. So how was you doing your locks in there? Like you was doing them yourself. Like how was you able to finesse that situation? Because like when you went in, your shit was like my length. You came out, your shit was down here type shit.
Right. See, at first I started off doing my own, honestly, but like, see me, I ain't got no shame. You know what I'm saying I'm straight as hell. So it was dudes that be finessing in there. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie. I ran into a dude at MDC Brooklyn, Muslim dude. He had dreads he had locks for 17 years before he cut his. And I used to cut his hair. You know what I'm saying? So and he used to finesse me to the point where a CEO asked me. She told me my hair looked good or whatever the case is, and she asked me how did I get it done? I'm playing with her like, yeah, I went to the salon. She was like, oh, they let y'all do that? I'm like, no, you stupid bitch, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? This dude that's like be finessing like that in there, you know what I'm saying? So I had one or two people like, you know what I'm saying, twist it up for me, but I ain't like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't about to be running around and having holding for it. I'm already a little slightly uncomfortable with having to do it in my head in the first place, but you know what I'm saying, I'm not about to be having a whole bunch of people in motion, you know what I'm saying? So I found my select one and two, you know what I'm
Nigga, so you
saying?
could tune in with who you fuck with,
Finesses,
exactly.
you know what I'm saying? And I get it done. I take
Especially
care
since
of it.
you was cutting hair. I didn't even know you cut hair. So you still cut hair now?
Nah, I never really made a big thing of it. I started playing around with it in college. I had to open a little shop in my dorm room, beating the compound barbershop prices. So I ended up getting a lot of practice, you know what I'm saying? But I was decent, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something that I look to do professionally. It's something I was doing to pass the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that. Just killing time. All right, man. Well, you're home now. What was the first thing what, I know you said that shit don't really be surprising you, but what was the first thing you noticed, like, nah, this shit a little different from when I had first went in?
Actually, a lot was different. Like, man, I really wanted to see it for myself. When I came, I left my jail at 6 o'clock on the 23rd, and I reached uptown. I reached Port Authority rather at like 1:30. I spent I ain't gonna lie, I spent like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes just walking through the city real quick. Like, yo, damn, this shit look crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That
Like
shit must have
not
been
even that
crazy.
it don't even look a wholly different. It's just the fact that I ain't see it for 5. You know what I'm saying? So I was just taking it all in. I got back uptown. I did the same thing uptown. I patrol my whole hood. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, just the sea was different. Like my strip is a little different. Certain places starting to look like the city. Like when you go, like you might go further. Some uptown Harlem starting to look like
Yeah.
Fourth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, but people, that didn't really surprise me. But a lot of people was doing some of the same things I left them doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like people like that, I really don't even want them nowhere near me. Because if you can't elevate yourself in 5 years, I don't expect you to do it in the next 5. You know what I mean? So,
Damn.
um, yeah, there's a lot of people doing the same stuff. So that kind of made me feel like I ain't really miss much. You know what I mean? Like,
But once you
it
come
wasn't really
home,
like
you got that progressive mindset though, cause you were sitting down. So first thing you think, you're like, yo, I want to start doing this. I want to start getting active.
right,
I want to start moving around and shit like that. And then you see the same nigga who was kind of just taking his freedom for granted almost.
right, yeah. But nah, that's a big fact. Definitely like when I was in there, like they say when you go to prison, right? It could be one or two things. It could be a wise man's college or a fool's playground. You got to make the choice what it's going to be for you. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely came out with a little more progressiveness in my mind, a little more positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being able to be strong in there. You know what I mean? Like to be tough in there. That kind of just like locked me in for anything my future's going to have for me. You know what I mean? So
Real
it's like
king shit, man.
I'm ready to move forward and I ain't looking back. You know what I mean? Like it got me on that type of time. Like,
Real king shit, man. Now I heard you was talking about that Rasta shit. So you're tuned into the whole Rastafarian wave, or like, do you consider yourself a Rastafarian?
um, I ain't even gonna say I consider myself a Rastafarian, but I do practice a lot of Rastafarian practices. That's what I will say. You know what I'm saying? So, because I'm not really like, I ain't as, I used to be really like religious back in the day. Like, I came up with a religious background. My mother always wanted me to go to church and all that stuff. And like, just my environment was always a little like churchish, but I chose a different role, you know what I mean? But so I was never really like hardcore religious, but you know what I'm saying? I definitely believe in a Jah and I know like you know what I'm saying, like so like I said, like I practice a lot of Rastafarian practices and you know what I'm saying? So I start praying, well I'm a nigga that pray every day, every morning, every night, before every time I eat something. You know what I'm saying? So like, but I still don't consider myself like hardcore religious. Like I'm not the one beasting to go to church every week.
Yeah.
Stay like I ain't gonna lie, but I'm religious though. Don't get me wrong. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I sleep with the Bible open. I read my little Psalms every now and then. But I'm saying like
It's not like
it's a lot.
yeah.
I notice a lot of fraudulence. I notice a lot of fraudulence and hypocrisy. Like even growing up, being involved in churches. So I'm not really pressed on that scene. You know what I mean? Because all it takes when you got a relationship with, you know what I'm saying, you good.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's how I look at it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So, you know, kind of winding down a little bit now, talking about the end of things. So, tell the people what they can expect from you musically and otherwise coming up. Like, where first off, where they can find you, where they can, you know, tune into your music and stuff like that. You know, and just kind of let the people know what you're trying to plug in, where you're trying to move from here.
First off, I need everybody to follow my Instagram, Pebz underscore still underscore too fly. That's where I'm really gonna be like promoting like anything new coming out. So most of my stuff gonna be streaming on all platforms. You know what I mean? First and foremost. So when I do have my large bodies of work out there, it's gonna be everywhere. But in the event that it's not everywhere, I'll let you know where it's gonna be on my Instagram. So just check out my Instagram. My stuff gonna be on YouTube. My stuff gonna be on Apple Music. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to take it by storm, man. I'm gonna be
Man,
everywhere.
bro, well, obviously this is a fucking, you know, huge honor for me talking to you. Know what I mean? Like, it's fucking. I feel like this is one of the best interviews I've ever done. You know, you really had some interesting stories, interesting perspective on this, and I feel like the people's gonna really, really eat this shit up, man. I'm really excited to put this thing out. Real excited about this. So, man, you know, it's been an honor, as I said before. And next time you want to come up here, bro, like just hit me up, and you know we could tune in again about anything. You know what I mean? Next time you have something you want to talk about, something you want to get off your chest in general, bro. You know, hit me up.
Right.
You got me on my socials. You know, you after this, I'm gonna give you my number and all that, and you know we could really lock in on something, and you know even just work on some some things outside of the podcast shit. You know, we'll talk a little bit about that
Right.
after
Right.
this, but you know we'll get definitely
Most
tuned in.
stuff.
Facts. All right, yo. You know, it's been another episode of the Live and Maintain podcast, man. We out of here, man. Peace.
Bro, peace.